Alrighty guys, as the keeping is another Dragon Ball Legends TOP walk through a video. This is going to be for Season 100. So Season 100, we are going to be using the LOE team. If you need any replacements for this team, I will be putting up the graphic right now. So you can go ahead and replace whoever needs replacing. Like for example, your high tiers, you can easily replace this yellow metal cooler with the green Frieza. I believe doomgeta is actually doing that. He's going to be running this green Frieza over the yellow metal cooler. You can even use this guy. The second form Frieza, we've used him in the previous season, and since his purpose is only just being a high tier character, he still is able to fill that role. This is for the standard edition. If you guys are looking for the pocket edition, that will be linked in the description down below. So the first fight we are going up against is to the left of us. It's 3/5 stage. It is against S Saga. Alright, so this is the team formation I am going to be using right here. There's triple yellows here, so I think I am going to go ahead and put double purples on back up. You can put this guy in over the first one Frieza if you want the HP buff, but I do want to I'd rather just get the triple stun off, especially since it's a slow start right here. We're not going to have any super attacks built up except for our guaranteed super attack with the yellow golden Frieza. Alright, so for attack order here, I am going to go for this yellow cell first, since he does have a cover rescue for the Cell Jr., and then we're going to go for the Legends Limited Gohan, since he gets buffs every time you kill one of his allies. Then we'll go for the green Gohan, this Cell Jr., this 16, who also has death buffs for Android allies, I believe, and then the revival at the end. Okay, that was a really good first fight to start off with, since it's an easy fight, right? Not even 1 million points, 971,000. Did get the full kill, no rush needed there whatsoever, and we are building some super attacks, which is good. Next is to the left of us again. It's for this androids fight. 3/5 difficulty shouldn't be too hard either. Okay, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. Obviously Golden Frieza is always going to be on this tile, and I do always kind of like to just pile on the support to him. You can see that this is the highlighted range of support for Chilled, highlighted support range for the Legends Limited First Form Frieza, and then the support range for the Revival Frieza. Alright, so for this one, typically we go for this guy last, but since we do have the ultimate arts going to be getting put out first, we can go ahead and just snipe this guy for free. So let's go ahead and do that and avoid the barrier altogether. And then after that, we're going to go for the green 18. She is debuffing our center column, so that is a little bit unfortunate. If you do want to avoid that, you can, but I don't think it's going to be too significant, especially on a fight like this. If it was a lot more threatening units here, then maybe I would consider it, but I think it'll be all right. Then after that, we'll go for the yellow 18, the red 17. Then we'll go for Android 19, since he does have a blast cover for Android 20, who does have a blast cover for the 18s, but it is what it is. Okay, so that one was about as smooth as butter. So we got everyone that we needed to right there. No rush needed. 911,000. It's pretty good. Next is straight above that is a 4/5 difficulty fight against the fight that we just did, or the fight that we just encountered initially. Okay, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. Pretty similar to last time. So both double purples on backup. This guy, we're going to prioritize the stuns, right? And then I know typically you just want more heals. This guy for like your lower HP targets, but no one here is low enough HP to where I feel like I need him on one of these tiles or next to a certain unit. And so let's go ahead and just keep buffing up the golden Frieza. We're going to use the same attack order as last time though, so we're going to go for the yellow cell first, the Legends Limited Gohan, the green Gohan, Cell Jr. 16, and then Revival. Alright, so that, it's just a step up in difficulty, right? Because we went from a 3/5 to a 4/5, but it's still okay. 1.2 million, got the full kill. Next is to the right of us, 3/5 difficulty fight against, okay, so this is the team formation we're going to be using for this fight right here. So our high tiers are going to both go on our backup. And then this guy, he is going to be right here just chilling. Okay, so the first unit you want to get out of the way here is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. He will blue card you on turn 2. And then you're going to go for the hip. He has the potential to stun you 2 times, 1 time at the end of turn 1. And then I believe the second time is when he gets below a certain HP threshold. And then after that, we'll go for the transforming unit, since they have the transform stats. We'll go for the blue Vegeta, we'll go for Beerus, and then Godku at the end. Alright, so that one went all right. Aside from the fact that our yellow Frieza actually did take a couple of hits there, unfortunately, but it's okay. He was getting covered by the blue Frieza for a little bit of heals, right, at least. Next is to the right of us again, 3/5 difficulty fight against the Broly Second Coming fight. And this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. So I know it looks kind of crazy. So of course high tiers are going to be on backup. And then the reason why these guys are positioned like this is because I still want to go ahead and get this. The yellow tile being in the middle slot right here is kind of weird for the Golden Frieza because I still want all the support from these two, right? And then obviously I am going to go ahead and continue supporting him with the Revival Frieza as well. Since this is a 3-phase difficulty fight, I kind of want to experiment with this one a little bit. I want to see if we can one-shot this guy so we can get the barrier mechanic out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and try to see that. If that doesn't work, ignore him being in the first slot, and you're going to go ahead and move him to the last slot. But after that, we're going to go for this Broly. This Broly does get a stun on turn 2, transforms and all that good stuff on turn 3. You don't want to let him do that. And then we'll go for the Videl, we'll go for the Goten, we will go for the Death Buff Goku, and then this EX Gohan last. Okay, so the experiment was a success. We were able to one-shot the Broly, the purple Broly, so we did not have to worry about any barrier mechanic, which is huge for us. Next is straight above us, 4-fist difficulty fight against Dragon Fist fight. There's no red Tapion here, so I actually do think the fight is kind of easier. So this is the team formation we are going to be using right here. So high tier is on backup. This guy's going to be in the corner, and he's going to get sandwiched by the support from this guy, and from this guy. We do want to avoid these tiles because I don't want anyone to attack before my Golden Frieza. So for attack order, we're going to go for the Super Saiyan 3 first, and then we're going to go for this Tapion. He's debuffing us on turn 1. He's still annoying, so you do want to get him out of the way. And then we'll go for the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. We'll go for Videl, and then I'm actually typically go for Tapion last, but since he debuffs our whole team when he gets hit, but he has a cover change for the Trunks, so let's get him out of the way, and then we'll go for the Trunks. That way we don't have any interruption between attacking one specific unit. So coming out of that one, not bad at all. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that our Golden Frieza wasn't able to one-shot the Super Saiyan 3. I mean, it was very, very close, so probably just a star diff, to be honest with you. Next is to the right of us, 4-fist difficulty fight against, I mean, we've seen this fight before. Not really sure what to call this one either, but Red 21. A little bit of androids, a little bit of hybrids, and then Roshi, I guess. And this is the team formation we're going to be using right here. So you probably are asking yourself, why am I bringing in this yellow Frieza when there's 3 reds? Honestly, I'm not too sure, but I just feel like he's still a better option than, say, bringing in the Mecha Frieza, right? Because there's still double yellows. Mecha Frieza still is going to be at risk to taking a ton of damage, so I might as well just try to get a super attack off on one of the other colors. So that being said, I am going to go for the Roshi first, and then the Red 21, she does have high damage, and then after that, we are going to go for the Yellow Rosie, this Nerd Gohan. Well, I mean, it's just because he has the glasses, right? There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. And then we'll go for the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and then the EX15. A super, super easy fight, to be honest. I mean, we did burn through some super attacks. Maybe we should have swapped some out just to preserve some of them. 1.2 million. We did get the full kill. Everyone's still in great condition. Next is to the right of us, 4-fist difficulty fight against, I mean, it's Shallot and Beerus and Whis. So these are going to be my backup members right here, and then this guy is going to get pocketed by, of course, the Blue Frieza, this guy, and then this guy. Yeah, so a lot of support going into this Golden Frieza. That's like the main unit you're building around here. So for attack order, I'm going to go for the Yellow Beerus first, since he is a mid-priority unit, and then I'm going to go for the Bulma. Bulma is a low-priority unit. She is debuffing the top row of your board, but it's just because right after my Golden Frieza, I know my purples, they double attack, right? So I think this just makes sense for me. And then after that, we're going to go for the Whis, the Piccolo, and then we're going to go for Gohan and Shallot. All right, insanely easy fight right there. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. We did get 1.2 million, got the full kill. Again, just everyone's coasting right here. LOE is just such a fantastic team. Next is to the left of us, 3-fist difficulty fight. It is against Future. So this is the team formation we're going to use right here. High tiers on backup. This guy's sandwiched with all the support again from this guy, and this guy, which is going to be good. Plus always on the yellow tile. So this is a 3-fist difficulty fight, so I'm not really worried about this one at all. I'm going to just go ahead and go for the Mai first. This Mai is a low priority, or she's a mid priority. She supports the whole team. We're going to one-shot her, right? And then we're going to go for this Mai. She stuns a unit at the end of turn 2, so basically turn 3. So we're going to get her out of the way, and then we're going to go for this Trunks. This Trunks does get buffs per dead ally, and he's technically the highest priority on this team. So going for him third might seem a little bit backwards to you guys, but it's a 3-fist difficulty. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. And then we will go for the Goku Black, the Zamasu, and then we are going to go for the Death Buff Gohan at the end. Yeah, so I would say that went pretty perfectly. We killed all 3 units in turn 1. So we killed her, and then we killed him. Turn 1. Like, it was beautiful. All right, so next, to the right of us, 4-fist difficulty fight against, I mean, Broly and Kale, I guess, with Shallot. Alright, so this is the team formation we are going to be using right here. I'm actually going to put some of my stunners on backup just because they're really close to super attacks. So we might as well start saving some of them, especially since we're getting closer to the boss fight, which is the only hard fight for this part 1, right? So we're going to go ahead and get this guy still with all the support right here. He's still going to be the carry. Should be fine though overall. So attack order here, I am going to go for the Gotenks first. Let's just one-shot him with our Golden Frieza, and then we're going to go for this guy since our purples attack right after that. And then after that, we will go for this Broly right here, the Kale, and then we will go for the Bardock and the Shell. It should be an easy fight. It's a pretty easy fight right there. I mean, our yellow metal cooler took a little bit of damage, but it's whatever. Did get the full kill. Next is to the left of us, 5-fist difficulty fight against, Hero Tao. It's a significant unit here, I guess. Okay, so this is what we're going to use right here as for team formation. I don't want to use a super attack right here. But I think I kind of want to just throw on my high tiers. This is an easy fight. We'll easily get some value out of it, right? So might as well. So for attack order, I am going to go for the the Chi-Chi first, since we'll just one-shot her. And then my first form Frieza has a super attack built up, so we're going to get Amode out of the way. And then we're going to go for the free-to-play Bulma. We're going to go for Android 14. Android 14 is debuffing our bottom row, and we do have units laid out on that bottom row, so ideally you do want to avoid that. I don't think it's going to be that significant here. There's a hero unit on the damn team, and then after that we'll go for Zarbon and then Tao at the end. So yeah, pretty easy, right? Like you pretend like Tao isn't even there. 1.8 million could get the full kill. Next is to the left of us, 4-fist difficulty fight against the second coming once again, and this is the team formation I will be using. So we're going to go ahead and delegate these guys back over to high tier, just because this fight I want to get. Honestly, I guess it just doesn't really matter too much, but I just want to make sure I'm getting all the support for the Golden Frieza, right? Because I'm going to try to one-shot the Barrier Broly again. So that being said, we're going to go for the Barrier Broly, this Broly that transforms on turn 3, stuns on turn 2, Videl, Goten, Death Buff Goku, and then Gohan at the end. Alright, so even at the 4-fist difficulty, we are still able to one-shot that Barrier Broly. The last test is just to see if we can do it at a 5-fist difficulty, but I'm pretty happy about that, to know that. Next is our final fight of the video, a 5-fist difficulty fight. This is your boss fight, your only difficult fight. It's against the Super Saiyan 4s. Alright, so this is the team formation we are going to be using. There's 3 greens here, so, this guy does have a super attack. I'm not really going to get too much value. Unless we landed on the red Vegeta, which we can possibly make happen. But I don't want him to get... technically, you kind of do want him to get revived. We've never had him revived, but it's just some pointless damage, and I don't want to reduce the amount of damage I'm going to be dealing to the enemy team. Okay, so for attack order, I'm going to do something a little bit controversial, a little bit different. We're going to go for this guy first. I want to super attack him with my Golden Frieza, and then my purples can go ahead and just destroy him after that, because Dragon Fist Goku, the yellow one, doesn't have a cover change for him. The cover rescue. He only has a cover rescue for the Vegeta. And so I think this will work out perfectly for us, especially since Chi 4 is acting as a wall for the Tag 4s. And then after that, we're going to go for the yellow Super Saiyan 4, then the Tag 4s, this guy, and then we'll go for the the Goku, and then Vegeta at the end. I'm not going to lie to you. It worked out. The first part worked out. I think what we should have done, because look at our Golden Frieza HP. Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. 1.6 million isn't bad, though. I think what we should have done, though, is... So we do go for the Gogeta 4. We go for this guy, because we actually killed both of these two in turn 1. And then 3 purples attack. So obviously those 3 purples aren't going to do absolutely anything to the Tag 4s. We should have just went for this guy and then into the Tag 4s. I think that would have been much more of a better outcome, honestly. That being said, we are ending off at rank 23,000. Obviously, we still have 7 TP, right? So it makes sense that we're going to be a little bit behind, but by the time we finish off the season, I think we are absolutely going to be coasting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!